Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We have a really good friend of mine, Mr. Carlos Lujan. He's with Opcion Lujan. He's been in this industry for about 2 decades. So you started when you were 4, maybe 5 years old?
No.
Around that time?
Around that time.
He's a... For the lack of better terms, he's a builder. He manages construction.
Exactly.
It's a different type of construction, and I really want to get into that. I think you're bringing a product into the San Antonio metro area and kind of the United States for that matter. And I want to talk about that a little bit. But first of all, thanks for hanging out with Bobby and I today.
Thank you for the invitation.
Anytime, brother. All right, so let's talk about Opcion Lujan. Who do you service? What kind of stuff do you build? And more importantly, get to the point where, like, tell us how you're building it.
The experience we have is in all kind of construction, from residential and commercial. The experience we have is for almost 20 years.
Right.
Building in San Antonio pretty much all the time.
Sure.
And the experience we have, the construction, the last 10 years we focus more in the green building construction and the high energy efficiency products.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the trend, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to right now, I think, more than anything.
Everyone's going to foam and AC units that are way more energy efficient.
Higher SEER.
The radiant barriers and
The material we specialize in installation is a lightweight concrete. It's aeroclave aerated concrete. The brand my specialize is Hevel product. The engineering for this product is German engineering, and here in US we have almost like 20 years.
Okay.
But then when they start this product is almost like 100 years ago when they start the first building with this product.
So it's a concrete material. What is that replacing here?
This one
wood
can
frame.
be a wood framing.
Yeah.
You cannot use a wood. You can use a block with this product.
So it's like It's like the way they built in Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only difference here is that the block every inch it have a 2.5 R value. So you have a block 8 inches, you cover almost like a 30 R value in your walls. So you need to add any insulation.
So let's say construction nowadays. So say you go to a custom builder and he does this foam and sheetrock and brick exterior. What's the R rating on that?
The R rating in 8 inches block is like around 26 or 30 R value with this product.
And a normal construction would be?
It'd be like a 13, 18 R value.
So it's more than 2.5 times. But more importantly, if you take out the price of the actual wood frame and then you add what they spend in foam insulation, they could just easily just replace it with this product. And more importantly, it's even more sturdy, right? And so you can actually build up easier. So like the development that we're doing downtown that has 4 levels, there's a lot of reinforcement, right? They have to do a lot more reinforcement, unlike Mexico where they're pretty much using concrete to build up all the time.
Yeah, and I've noticed they don't have fires the way we have.
No, they're fire retardant. All this material, it doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn. You have every inch you have 4 hours to fire rating. The other benefit is if it's concrete, 100% concrete, but you have air, 1 million of bubbles of air inside. So the weight is 1/3 of the conventional concrete.
Wow.
So if you drop a piece of block like 8 inches by 24 inches by 8 inches high in a pool, it can float for almost 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow.
So when you're meeting with the architect, are you telling them in advance that, hey, this is the type of construction I'm going to do, and he has to design it that way?
This material.
Or can you get regular blueprints and then build it with
you can bring your.
Bobby's getting free advice, by the way, right now, just to let you know.
You can bring your own blueprints, and if you have 6 inches block or 6 inches 2 by 6s walls. Okay, you can ask to the architect to change for 8 inches. The engineer is the one that change. The architectural, not too much. The engineering design, you have to change. But the company sell the product. He can give you the information, so the guys can give you shop drawings. He can change the full complete project with this product. So the benefits you have is the faster the installation and the process of the construction, because you don't need to do a framer, no insulation. If you have a stock outside, you can apply directly to the block.
Or you could put brick on it.
Exactly. So you don't need to put nothing else in front of that.
How about what I've noticed is, can you get like when you're doing wood construction, you can get pretty crafty and and you can get very. How am I trying to explain it?
You can hide a lot of the stuff.
No. You can get very like creative on what you're building. Are you limited on how you're on what you're able to build?
Give us an example.
Can you get very like the little detail? Say you're doing a colonial style home and they got columns. Can you get very like the details with that material that you can with wood?
This material is almost like a wood. Actually, you can cut it with a handsaw.
Oh, okay.
These are really easy to manipulate it. So you can sand it. You can manufacture anything shape you want into the block. The material is really easy to install it. And any detail you want to do that, you can do it with this product.
So it's faster.
It's
It has a bit higher R rating, so it's more energy efficient.
Sturdier.
You can build more up, and it can actually hold more weight. It's porous.
It's
It's
safer.
porous.
It won't burn down as fast. It's safer.
It's more fire retardant, and it's more porous, right? And so
Exactly.
and,
Light.
yeah, and so it's lighter. So why isn't everyone using this, Carlos?
San Antonio is really...
We don't like change.
How to say? Yeah, exactly.
We don't like the
You
change.
have a fear about these kind of changes. Have a new product. You're thinking this material is I don't want to say special clients, but it's like for a special concept of products.
Yeah.
It's not like if you want to buy a Subaru car or you want to buy a Audi.
Right.
It depends what you want it.
Right.
But in all the construction, if you use this product, your price it can increase like a 5% more.
That's
you
it.
have a concrete product in your house.
So for 5% more, if you're custom building a home, you can get something that is way more energy efficient, sturdier.
But I know Carlos.
But I know Carlos, so now it's only 2%. Just kidding. So if anyone is obviously looking out to do a commercial or residential building, and they're looking for it to last longer and be more energy efficient and be just
It's a
kind of
different
awesome,
option. It's a sturdier option.
and that's why it's Opcion Lujan. Contact Mr. Carlos Lujan at 210-300-9653. Again, that's 300-9653. That's our show. See you next week.
Bye.